Today we are at our first advanced LARP. This is gonna be a wild one. I'm a little scared. We're gonna get into it and I'm taking you with me. Let's go. Twin Mask is an immersive advanced LARP that takes place over a weekend located in California. So you might be asking yourself, advanced LARP? Haven't you already done that? No, I have not actually. I've only done beginner and intermediate. So this was definitely something I was a bit terrified of doing. So then you might be asking the last and final question, okay, so what is an advanced LARP? Imagine a Ren Fair and an improv class had a baby, and then they were stuck in the forest for 72 hours with no Wi-Fi. That's an advanced LARP. To attend this, you need a costume, you need a character, you need a backstory, you need commitment, because once you're in, you cannot break character unless you do this gesture like this, which, did I abuse it? Did I? I did, for sure. And it all takes place on an actual Renaissance fairground, so you have permanent structures, you have taverns, you have many different places you can go to really bring you into the experience. And this is also an entire weekend and you can camp out. Now, Twin Mask is a special one because this one does take place in the afterlife. So you might need to know your backstory, or you could just opt out of knowing your backstory entirely because maybe you don't remember how you passed away. This makes it really easy for beginners to just show up and enjoy the experience and fill in the blanks by asking questions once you arrive. What really sets this event apart from a typical beginner and intermediate event would definitely be the no break character policy, unless again you do that gesture I had mentioned earlier.
Is this a fight? Oh, it's a gang. It's a children's gang.
Hey, you! Do you want to be right there? Hey, hey, stay right there! All right, hey, do you want to... What? Oh.
Here we go!
That's what it is.
Okay, we're teaching how to do the thing. Ready? Ready? Do you want to practice? Yeah. Okay, let's go practice.
Let's go practice. Come on.
Do I need a sword?
You got it. That's the reverse mugging. That's what it means
Right
to
here.
be a wannabe.
Get angry. You want to be a wannabe? Yes, you do. You do. Ready? Give him this. Oh, treats. Yeah. Ready?
Do you want to be a wannabe?
Now, before you attend this event, you must have a character, meaning you have to submit a character sheet prior to going. This involves reading a 300-page document briefly, which I actually did. But you don't have to do that, but I feel like it's kind of necessary, kind of. Especially when it comes to your culture and religion, which is something you will have to select in order to attend. But for the sake of this video, I wanted to go in with the easiest backstory possible. There's more difficulty that comes with experiencing a LARP like this, but we're doing it the easy way by starting out with a character backstory that has no history prior to showing up here. So it's a little easier for beginners. Me, this is gonna be a wild one. Once I had my backstory, it was time to get my outfit together and head to the event. I ended up going with what I'm wearing right now. It changed from the day to the night just because of the temperature outside, but all medieval collectibles except the blouse, along with my LARP sword too, guys. Oh my gosh, medieval collectibles seriously has everything you could possibly need at an affordable price for any like LARPing event or Ren Fair. Anyways, now when I say everything you do and say has to be to your character's narrative, I'm not kidding. I had a very casual conversation with someone. We indeed started talking about the dragon that was flying into town later at night and whether we were all going to be destroyed. Just your typical conversation that you would have on a normal day, you know. Nothing out of the ordinary.
How are you finding your first day so far?
Speed dating, stressful. I came in contact with the dragon from the breach. I don't like the breach, so I was not happy to be standing there with him. It was very terrifying. And I just got some spicy slugs from down the way. Did you try them?
I have not had the slugs.
They are delicious. But stuff like this really plays into improv. For your typical LARP, you would, show up, get your wristband, go attend a quest, go meet a bunch of people, go do whatever. For advanced LARPs, in order to actually start participating in the game even after you get your wristband. You have to be initiated into the game by doing an improv scene. So what I had to do in order to be initiated into the game is we went to a local tavern. There was probably about like 30 people there. There was this like wooden toy he had, and he was shaping it into a bunch of different things, and pretty much I had to say what I was seeing him shape it into and kind of bring it to life, and then he would also bring it to life with me. Everyone was just watching and I was freaking out, guys. I was so scared. And this wasn't just for me. This is for anyone that arrives as a first timer. This is something you'll have to do. The other main difference with advanced LARPs is that you will have NPC shifts. NPC shifts are a shift that you have to partake in by attending the event. It's where you dress in all black, you go backstage essentially, and you are told what character you're gonna be and what you're gonna act out when you step back into the world. And pretty much you're just helping advance the storyline by being somebody new. For instance, you might see a dragon come out that is being controlled by a bunch of people in all black. They are NPCs and they are the dragon. Or you might see people come out and do a fashion show and they're royalty, and you're like, where did these royals come from? I didn't know they lived here. Yeah, they don't. They're NPC characters that have come to advance the story and just do really fun things for you to participate in. And this is absolutely crazy, and it is the coolest thing ever because it gives you a way to practice your improv skills, and then it's like you have a job, you know, you gotta do what they say. But the other thing that is really crazy about the NPC shifts is the fact that when you see someone in an NPC shift that you know inside of the world as their character, you have to act like you don't know who they are. Even if they're playing someone else and they're wearing an outfit and they maybe don't look like they are an NPC, if they say their name is something else, you have to act like it. There's so many different activities though that you can participate in at Twin Mask. We're gonna gamble.
House has 16.
Mom bust.
House has too many.
I get my money back! I cash out, I got money. Woo! That's scary.
You now have 3 copper.
I have 3 copper. I feel like that's all I need to do.
All right.
Okay.
Salud. To the newly returned. Welcome back. Don't die so fast this time.
Try not to.
Drink up, me hearties. Made the up in the tavern.
All right, that's getting easier.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's not alcohol, guys. We are currently in Murder Alley, so I'm on guard right now with swords, too. Okay, but I wanted to show you my winnings. I actually won at blackjack, which is wild. Okay, I got 1 copper, but still, I didn't lose anything. Might be heading back there later. And then when I joined the Wannabes, which the Wannabes is an actual bee. Wannabe. Yeah. I got money for that, for joining. I got one copper. Awesome. You have many quests that you can go on. You can be a cook and sell food for in-game money. You can start a fashion show. You can be a part of a fashion show. You can go to a bar. You can fight. There's lots of fighting, and there's also night fighting, which love night fighting, guys. I think it's so fun. Now let's talk about in-game currency. So you cannot bring real money into this event and actually purchase stuff, but you can purchase stuff such as items, food, and drinks with in-game money.
Hello, can I interest you in a pickled slug?
They are delicious.
They are delicious. They come in spicy and in regular.
Make sure that you chew
They
them.
are 5 copper each, but for a newly returned, I will also accept any donation you're willing to give.
How spicy is the spice?
Spicy is fairly spicy.
It might be a little spicier.
Could be fun though.
Could be fun.
Could be fun.
Could be a good time. Give that a try.
Okay, let's do it.
And then in the future, if you've ever asked, have you consumed slug meat? The answer is yes. Then
So
nothing.
good for your digestive system.
Pickled slugs. For a
Yes.
sexy cowboy.
I'm 20 minutes late.
Oh, it's not too spicy. No, it's a little spicy.
There's the after kick.
No, it's good.
It is good.
Never. Last time I did, I danced.
It's good.
It was perfect.
Whoa, I
I don't know if you guys remember, I did pickle tasting contest at a LARP before. This is, I love pickles,
Boon
guys.
for me.
Found a nice dinner spot.
Did you take the eye out of
Thank you. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. I just got rice pudding, 3 copper, and apparently the easiest way to make money here is by making food and selling it, so I might do that in the future because I think it's a really good idea, but this is so good. Because this is a weekend event, you are typically going to bring in all the food that you are going to eat throughout the weekend, and you'll, do that back at your campsite, or just leave the event and go and get food and then come back. But being able to purchase stuff with in-game money is so convenient. And when you arrive to the event, you do start with a little bit of money, but you can easily make more money while you are there. Okay, so we made it to the first shop. I think like the main things I need, like actually need, not just like want, is a notebook and a pen or quill. We got to keep it decorum. Okay, so there is actually a little tiny notebook right here. This is perfect. And over here, look how cute that is. I'm gonna see if I can maybe do a little tradey trade or buy it with in-game money and then go from there. I did bring stuff to barter with though, just for fun. Been collecting stuff. Yeah. And along with in-game money purchases, you can also barter. You can barter something for some food or for a drink or other resources and items. And of course, I had to barter for some items because it's like my favorite thing to do at LARP events, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got gifted these as a newly returned, which is what you call yourself when you are a newcomer here. And this isn't just with this LARP, but all LARPs in general. If you are a newbie, people are very kind and generous with you, and they will give you free things to help get your adventure started. So I got this for free, which is so cool. And now I get to remember everybody's names and my quests, which is super important. So let's move on to the next spot. I think we should maybe buy some food or something with in-game money. I don't know, because you can do that here. You don't have to spend real money on food. You can buy things with in-game money. If you were interested in playing pretend as an adult and not breaking character the whole time, this is the place to go.
Lovely to meet you. I am Thistle.
I'm Fancy.
Fancy, so lovely to meet you.
Nice.
Hello. I'm Isabella Monty. What's her name? Alden. Alden, lovely to meet you.
At one point I was having a conversation with a Viking and he had a full-on accent, and a good one at that. And we went out of character for a split second, and he was American and he was from New York and it was his first time there. And I was blown away because he was so in character. I would have never known it was his first time. I met a lot of people like that and I was just blown away. Like, the depth of the characters are insane. So the character that you choose to be in this world is super, super important. I'm gonna tell you why. Because every time you go back into that world, you have to be that character. It better be someone you like and someone you're committed to playing for as long as you choose to participate. I met a character there that was entirely silent. I also met another guy that was supposed to be dumb. Like, that was his character. It went into the full storyline and I could not stop laughing because it was funny. But also, he chose to play that character and he's been coming consistently for years. It's just like, I also ended up meeting an elf that was extremely aloof, like aloof to a T. I've never met someone that matched that word so perfectly. He was super soft spoken and he just seemed so confused by everything I was saying. And I was very invested in him as a character. He was just the sweetest. And I just kept thinking to myself, these people must be actors outside of this, right? Because they're doing so good. They're so good. But yeah, all that to say, you don't have to be yourself and enter this world. You can actually be someone else and commit to that. We are learning to fight with someone very scary. Don't want to come across them on the battlefield, that's for sure. I'm gonna learn some lessons today and see how it goes.
One of the combos I really enjoy is coming around to this side, and then they try to defend, coming around to this side, and then coming in to the left.
So I go like this, but then just go straight out. Okay.
Defending, and then you come around to the other side and defend, and then
Just go straight down like that, or the other
way. And it's how you move your body that really kind of sells the attack. When what I'm looking for is your sword moving.
Yeah.
If I come in here and you try to go for the defense, that's when I go for the sweep.
Okay.
But if I don't see you move at all, I'm not going to go for that because I know that you're ready to attack and you can move again. So if you stay in a relaxed state, you can move a little bit quicker than if you're because this kind of puts you in a like if you don't land your attack. Wait for me to go with the attack.
You're going. I fight a lot, yes.
Okay.
That was sarcasm, right?
I'm so happy that got recorded because it cracked me up. I don't think I'm the best. I'm not. But you guys have seen me fight. I'm not bad. I'm not trying to impress anyone here. Now, speaking of fighting, the fighting here is totally different. The hit count here is totally different from any other LARP I've ever attended. I actually think I like this better, but it's definitely not as strategic as it is at other LARPs. So for instance, I'm just giving an example. In order to get someone out and off them, you have to hit them 5 times. You can hit them anywhere 5 times for this to count. In intermediate and beginner LARPs, you have to aim only for torso. Torso and head are off shots instantly. But this is like, you have a little more freedom. You can hit an ankle, you can hit an arm, and it's still counting as hits towards getting them out quickly without being super effective in your aim. Yeah, I think this is really fun. It just makes it a lot more fun, I think. But something that does get pretty confusing about this is the fact that you do have to count your hit points out loud so the other person can hear while you are doing it. And this helps them keep track of whether they go down, and you keep track of whether they should be going down or not. And again, if they have some spell on them that you weren't aware of to protect them, then their hit points might be higher than the amount of times you're hitting. It really varies from person to person, so it does get a little confusing and difficult, but everyone really has to kind of memorize their role, how many times they can be hit, and how many times you can hit as well. Not only that, you can also have spells to defend yourself in the moment against them by verbally doing something and then putting an action to it. So there's quite a lot of stuff that goes into it. For me, being a beginner, I was like, the only thing I know how to do is fight and hit you with the sword. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna stick to that. I did have protection spells on my arm, which did allow me to have a higher hit count and allowed me to not die as quickly, which was super helpful.
But I'm very concerned about why you have these markings. Can you tell me what they mean? Oh, these are wards, actually. This is a Grandmaster Warden, and these protect me, so could you protect me with something? Yeah. You should have as many protections as possible. I don't want to die on the streets. None of us do. And if you do, die loudly, remember, so we can find you.
So this one here, called Bromwell's Ward, and what it does is, should you die again at some point today, you can come back for 0 consequence.
Oh, okay. It's a free death, basically. Get out of death free.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of memorizing that goes into it, which I think only gets easier with going over time. Another thing with fighting, though, is that there is no respawn point. If you die, you lay on the ground and someone has to heal you.
Should you die, basically, mechanically, you will not sign the death book, and you won't play the death game, you will just come back.
Okay.
This is an armor ward, so you now have 4 armor. It's basically 4 extra hit points, except drains, ignore that. And if you get hit with any poison call while you have the armor, you don't take the poison. This is a physical resist, so anything that physically touches you, you can resist it once per rest.
Okay.
This is a deafening ward, so once per 30 minutes if someone says a by my voice call, you can resist one of those once per rest.
Okay.
And then this is the resilient spirit ward, which is also only available to newly returned. It basically allows you to resist 1 call of any type, also once per rest.
And in order to be revived and to come back, you have to like play an improv game behind the scenes to see if you're coming back as your character or if you're coming back with some sort of spell over you and you have to act a certain way. What I've been told, because I did not do the game myself because I didn't officially die, is that dying is actually a lot of fun because it kind of determines what happens to you when you get back into the town. For instance, I saw someone that had passed away during battle, and when she came back, she woke up in the tavern and had no idea where she was. Obviously, we knew that wasn't normal.
Are you okay?
Sister, what happened? What?
It's okay. You're back.
Oh.
So we just assumed that she was probably under some sort of spell that was making her see things. Not good.
Oh no, I die a lot. I died just like 30 minutes ago. Someone stabbed me, but then they paid me for the trouble they caused, and that has happened to me a few times. And actually. That's how you make money here. I do. I don't know if it's a great tactic, but I fully got stabbed, died, and then was given manganese.
Manganese.
Manganese. That's a good trait.
Manganese is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was lots of fighting there. Night fighting as well. Man, oh man, it was quite a bit of fun. The light was very dim. It was just like fully under the moonlight fight, and it was intense. I loved it. The amount of monsters that just kept coming out of nowhere was wild. And you are also allowed to have an array of different weapons, but I don't recall seeing pikes. I don't think there was pikes or halberds, so yeah, like most people just had swords. So this might sound a little bit over the top, and honestly it kind of is, but that's what makes it so fun and immersive. The mix of structure, a well-established setting, the reoccurring lore with the wild spontaneity makes every moment memorable. Every fight, every trade, every quirky moment is just a piece of a much larger narrative that you get to help shape. So if you are interested in taking a leap into a very immersive experience where you don't break character, an advanced LARP is the one you will want to attend. So that is it for my first advanced LARP. It was quite an adventure. Thanks for coming along. I hope you try this for yourself, because honestly, if you are into playing pretend as an adult, like fully to the max, this would be the place to do it. Also, I will say that you can totally go alone to this. I went alone to this, I made friends along the way, and I also met other people that were there alone as well. If you're looking to attend Twin Mask, I will link all of their information below, and I will be attending moving forward in the future. So if you end up going, you're gonna see me there. You got a friend in me. I don't know what character I'll be when you see me. I really don't know. So, and if you want to check out some more of my LARP related videos, you can do so by clicking either of these. I love these. Okay. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Thanks for being here. You're the best. I'll see you in the next one.